All right, so good morning, people, and welcome to the beautiful island of Antigua. Of course, we're here at the Siboney Beach Hotel, and boy, we missed you, boy. Came in yesterday. I think this is the first proper night rest we get. Right, was last night. Yeah, boy, we got a good night's rest last night. Um, well, Chris and I had a share room, so now I know he does snore too. Right? The man started Lego some snow last night. Me and Lina. I said, but what trouble is this one? But thankfully I am a snorer as well. So I guess it was back and forth last night. But nevertheless, Siboney, beautiful, beautiful resort. And anybody visited Antigua, of course, this is one of the places that you can book your stay. They got a terrific beachfront as well. Beautiful white sand beaches, turquoise water, terrific staff. The restaurant, always top notch. And, we're going to have a sit down with the owner today, later on this morning, and, find out a little bit about the history of the resort and so on and so forth, right? So we'll have more information for you come next week. Of about Siboney. But we're here for Antigua Carnival. And Antigua Carnival, well, last night was Melting Pot. And we'll get to that a little bit later on. Melting Pot featured Marshall Montano was the headliner. You had Voice that ran out there. I think Skinny Fabulous was also part of the cast. So Melting Pot is one of the big ones, the big shows here in Antigua. And I think the team got in like all minutes of 4 this morning from Melting Pot. Because after when the show finished, fellas had to break down the equipment and thing, pack up, and then head back. I don't know what the traffic would have been like after the show, but it is one of the big shows here in Antigua. Tonight is the Calypso Monarch, tomorrow is the Panorama, and then you have Rise, and Sunday is the big one. Sunday is the big one, people, and that big one, well, that is breakfast party. All right. And we're supposed to have a rep from breakfast party coming in this morning just to tell us about the lineup and the show itself. And they have a new venue. They moved it from the old venue over to a new venue, which is bigger. And it's expected to be bigger and better this year. So big up Doc and the whole crew. And we will hear from that rep this morning. All right. They're supposed to come in about 7 o'clock. All right. So we will be doing a link with Brooklyn in Barbados. Now, Brooklyn, we introduced you to him earlier this week, and he touched down in Barbados yesterday morning when we were leaving, and he will take over the responsibilities there as it relates to crop over and promoting crop over and bringing us all the information from crop over, because they still have, they have the weekend here on Monday, but we have until Tuesday here in Antigua, and then we have a couple days here before we head back to Trinidad. So we will touch base with Brooklyn in the second hour. Gary Griffith will also be on this morning, and it doesn't have anything to do with national security issues or anything like that. It's actually on sports, and there is the launch. It has to do with football as well. And I think it's about more focusing on national football now that the World Cup is over, and trying to, reshape Trinidad football. And we'll get more information from Gary when he comes on. But it is the launch of the Central West FC Sharks. All right? Restoring pride, rebuilding football. So we'll have an interview with him on football. That's coming up a little later in this hour. In the meantime, we want to get to some of the headlines. So we get to some of the headlines in the paper this morning. Quarrel over debt turns deadly. A woman was stabbed to death in an altercation with her ex-boyfriend over $4,500 owed to her. Boy, yeah, I tell you. I'm going to take a little read on that. Shayana Ruiz was ambushed and stabbed in the back, face, chest, and hand during a deadly attack after she went to collect an outstanding debt of $4,500 from her former boyfriend on Wednesday. Caught by surprise after allegedly being stabbed by the man's current girlfriend as they were arguing, relatives who witnessed the incident unfold were horrified as they watched the suspect plunging the knife into Ruiz's body several times. Just reading this, just reading it, is painful. Ruiz, 25, of Quarry Road, Diego Martin, had gone to the Edinburgh South Shogunas home of her former boyfriend around 5:30 p.m. on Sunday to collect the cash, which she had loaned him before their separation in December of 2025. Her relative said Ruiz, an employee at Little Caesars, Arpita Avenue, Woodbrook, had been asked to collect the money. And it was alleged that during a heated argument between Ruiz and the man, the suspect inserted herself in the confrontation and later allegedly stabbed Ruiz multiple times before she and the man fled. Now, the two suspects have since been apprehended. Boy, I tell you. Now, I don't know what they're arguing over, but if you call you want to collect the $4,500, right? Who said, boy, some of these men out here, boy, I don't know, boy. He was with the woman up to December 2025, right? She lent him this $4,500. She worked in Little Caesars, right? She lent him the $4,500. December 2025. We in July 2026. You say, come and collect the money. I don't know what the argument would be about. But this woman, I know, right? I mean, boy, some people are just getting the people issues and you see what this happen now? Two only go make a good jail. And rightfully so. Who is this here? Oh, this the victim's father. Yeah, I tell you. All right, let me get to the next one. The Prime Minister says she was deeply hurt by racist attacks. Now, we had this story with that, but I don't know if it ended up, if we ended up downloading it, did we? Yeah, have it, the story? All right, but the Prime Minister was at a function, all right, and let me see. It was African Emancipation Day celebrations at the Diplomatic Center in St. Anne's, and she spoke on the issue after, you know, all of this back and forth and everything that we've seen play out on social media. And it's people playing this out, you know. It's people, right? Because, you know, they get wind up now. You know when you wind up the toy, and they wind up the toy, and they go around, yeah, nice people, you know what I mean? But the PM, she had some things to say, and we're going to take it to the clip. I think it's courtesy, is it TV6? TTT, courtesy TTT. So we'll play the clip for you, courtesy TTT. This is what the PM had to say about those racist remarks.
Deteriorate.
I have been the target of some words. I will not pretend they did not affect me, but I've always said that the hurt I then felt was not for myself.
Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar says Trinidad and Tobago must reject the politics of division and recommit to shared respect and understanding. Speaking at the office of the Prime Minister's African Emancipation Day celebrations on Thursday, Mrs. Persad-Bissessar said public discourse has at times deteriorated into hostility and racial division.
A nation born from the triumph of the enslaved African men, women, and children, enriched by every community which followed, and strengthened by the enduring truth that our diversity is not our division, but that is indeed our greatest strength. Yet, if we are honest with ourselves, we know that sometimes our national conversations at times has become diminished. Sometimes disagreement has descended into disrespect, political differences into personal hostility, And sometimes race has been invoked not to deepen understanding, but sometimes to sow division.
The Prime Minister also addressed personal attacks directed at her, acknowledging their impact, but said her greatest disappointment is seeing citizens lose sight of their common humanity.
I've served long enough to understand that public life demands resilience. And so what saddened me the most, I'll tell you, is this, that sometimes we forget our humanity and get caught up in the words of division. No nation can ever survive if we continue in that regard. So I will tell you, that all the great opportunities we have had in this land, I thought that often all of us have had to endure some very difficult times.
She urged Trinidad and Tobago to stand together in the face of division.
But you know what is important for a nation and for all of us, men, women, and children of this great land we call Trinidad and Tobago, is that together we aspire and together we achieve. Together we aspire and together we achieve.
The Prime Minister said Trinidad and Tobago achieved its greatest successes when its people chose unity over division, urging citizens to draw inspiration from the legacy of emancipation to work together in building the nation. Sonolala, TTT News.
That's the Prime Minister there at the function it was yesterday at the Diplomatic Center, and she had some words here to say, and she spoke about, doing, we could only achieve things together, and to just ignore these conversations of division and so on and so forth, which is, I thought we were past that, but apparently we aren't. Israel wants action against Al-Rawi over Privy Council comments. This is interesting. Criminal Bar Association President Israel Khan, SC, has called on judges to treat former Attorney General Faris Al-Rawi's public comments on the Hadid preventive detention case as contempt of court, accusing him of misrepresenting the Privy Council's position and discussing matters that remain before the courts. In a statement yesterday, Khan said he condemned in the strongest way possible Al-Rawi's actions, claiming he had misconstrued the Privy Council statements while commenting publicly on high-profile matters that are still before the courts. And he also questioned whether Al-Rawi was able to separate his responsibilities. Khan argued that lawyers should not discuss interpretations or potential outcomes of sub judice matters to influence public opinion, particularly where they are representing parties in those proceedings. All right? He also described it as an embarrassment that the Privy Council's registrar issued a second clarification after saying the parties appeared to be laboring under a misconception. Now, not only did he misrepresented what the Privy Council would have said, but the Privy Council had to come out and correct that. Right? And this is the problem. This is the problem. That is how propaganda is formed, by taking a little bit of truth and adding on to it, or by misrepresenting facts. That's why you get propaganda, right? But we're not surprised at this stage with Al-Rawi. He cut an indemnity deal for Nelson instead of immunity, right? He assisted John Bates in a witness statement for Terence Dial Singh in the PAAC matter, right? John Bates has felt the consequences, he has not. And as a senior attorney and a former attorney general, he ought to have known better. But it was tantamount to witness tampering and perverting the course of justice. No action against him, no word from the Law Association. 70-page judgment, right? A 70-page judgment recently in the matter with Jack Warner, where in the judge's ruling, He deliberately misled the court. And Jack's constitutional rights were breached for a decade. Because apparently he presented that there was some agreement on extradition to the United States, and there was some agreement with the United States of America, and it did not exist. And now we have this new one. And don't worry, because the Law Association wouldn't comment on that either. Right? Anyway, those are some of the headlines. I see 17 people have received presidential pardons. 17 people have received warrants of presidential pardon following a presentation ceremony hosted by the Ministry of Justice. Justice Minister Devish Maharaj, who chairs the advisory committee on the power of pardon, also known as the Mercy Committee, presented the warrants at the ministry's Port of Spain headquarters on Tuesday. The ministry did not identify the recipients or provide details of the offenses for which they were pardoned. All right. And Maharaj thanked members of the committee and its secretariat for their work and acknowledged the backlog in processing applications. And he said the ministry remained committed to improving the efficiency and timeliness of the process. Like I said, and I keep saying, Devish Maharaj, as the Minister of Justice, has been doing some work that has not been really publicized as it ought to be, but he is trying to implement certain things that would speed up justice in Trinidad and Tobago, right? And all of this is part of it with these presidential pardons. And then you have the parole bill that was passed and a couple other things that in the making there. So he's doing his work, right? He's doing more work than what has been done in the past, all right? In order to try and fix that judicial system and create a faster turning wheel for justice. And we continue to follow that and see how it goes. Hadid's lawyer admits their PDO challenge is no longer urgent. European nations vow FIFA World Cup boycott over Infantino private equity plan as opposition spreads. You also have, there was a very interesting one, with Imbert. All I could imagine. No, that's swing down. All I could imagine. I want to go to the break here because we had to get a Guy Griffin and we have a ton of stuff to get through this morning. Yeah? I just pulling up this article here. I couldn't believe the headline. You have the Imbert headline. Pop it up there? All right. Imbert is calling on the government to grow a backbone and to come clean on the economy. Former Finance Minister Colin Imbert has called on government authorities to grow a backbone and tell the population what is the true state of Trinidad and Tobago's economy. Imbert was speaking at a news conference at the office of the leader of the opposition. He said the UNC government has continued to blame the former People's National Movement administration for the country's financial challenges. He noted the reaffirmation on July 22nd, 2026, talking about a S&P negative outlook report and BBB investment grade and so on and so forth, right? Okay. This is a man who was Minister of Finance for 10 years. And remember, I want all of you to remember this. And I always tell all about this. I always mention this. When the UNC came into government, the current administration, everything that the Prime Minister said that she was going to do, they on the other side were shouting from the next side of the parliament, and the shout was, where you're getting the money from. I want all to remember that. That is a testament that they knew it's in no money there. That was the chant. Where you getting the money from? Where you getting the money from? Where you getting the money from? Everything that Kamala Persad-Bissessar said she was going to do, that is what they said. Eh? That was the retort. Where you getting the money from? So do I think that the PM should come forward and address the nation and say, listen, this is the state of the economy? Of course. But here's the problem. The nature of people in Trinidad and Tobago. It's like I said earlier this week. They're using the term blame game. It's the blame game. But you run the country for 10 years. And people talking about what? April 28th to now. That the current administration is in charge. That is incorrect. I keep trying to explain that to people. There's a flaw in our electoral system where you have an election that is called in April and the incoming administration has to ride out the few months until they could present a budget. When they voted into office, they are operating on the budget from the last administration, and that budget would have been for the fiscal year. Good? Lest we forget that Imbert, you set a budget in October of 2024. The election was in April of 2025. That is November, December, January, February, March, April. Like 6 months. Half a year. When the new administration took office, they came out and they said some of the ministries were on zero, meaning $0 and 0 cents. And they had to come back in the media review and they had to ask for X amount of billions of dollars. Remember that? Right. And during that period of time, when they were going back and forth and presenting the plans, the then opposition PNM was asking where you get any money from. So for you to come now and say that they had to grow a backbone and reveal the true state of the economy, takes a lot of balls, I'll give you that. But I think the Prime Minister should do it. However, people are going to say it's a blame game. Because you see, when she comes to lay out the state of the economy and why the economy was in the state that they met it in, she's going to have to say, this is what we met and this is what happened under the last administration that led to the economy being in that state of affairs when we came in. And then, all they go, well, oh God, look, they're blaming them again. It's a blame game. That's what they go say. That's what's going on right now. So do I think she should come out and state it? Of course. But not everything is bad. I think the Prime Minister is playing the cards very close to her chest. Because you have all these energy investments, you have the steel mill investment, you have the World Bank setting up an office in Trinidad and Tobago, you have the US Embassy, this massive US Embassy that's going up in Marval, you have other investments that are taking place, you have the deal with Venezuela that's still coming to come and will probably materialize later on in the year or whatever the case might be. So it's in like the sky ain't falling, things actually turning around. You have a positive outlook from the World Bank stating that Trinidad and Tobago will have the second largest GDP growth, second to in the CARICOM, second only to Guyana. So everything kind of doing so, right? But when she's gonna make up her mind to speak on it, I don't know. But it's amazing that he can come out and he can make those statements. But nevertheless, those are some of the headlines in the paper. And we're going to get to elders. Yeah. When you're ready, you tell me. Right. So, right. So we got Elders. So Elders has some vacation classes and they're offering 3 exciting opportunities for growth and success. They have the AI 3-week course. They have the CSEC vacation classes, which is a 6-week program for Forms 3, 4, and 5. And they also have the conversational Spanish, which is a 7-week course. And of course, that will only open doors and new opportunities. Okay. So give them a call on 6278632 or 7155480 and get registered today. That is Elders. Also, I want to remind you about Seth Viola Board. Yes, the Holistic Health Clinic is powered by nutritional therapy. Start reversing those diseases, people. And all you need to do is book an appointment today by giving them a call on 279-3935 or 761-1952. Remember, you can order his book, You Are Not Sick, You Are Malnourished. You can pick it up at RIK bookstores nationwide. Nelson's in Tobago, it is available on Amazon. And you have a digital copy you can pick up that you could get on Gumroad. So make sure and check that out. And finally, Chef Shiraz. Chef has 2 courses starting on the 8th of August. So we hope that you all are getting yourselves familiarized and organizing the sign up for it. And it is the Asian cuisine cooking course, which is a 3-day course. And you also have the baking and cake decorating. All right. So in order to sign up for these courses, all raw materials are provided. But in order to sign up for these courses and get yourself registered, all you got to do is call 3724639 or 7375097. So make that call today and make your step into the culinary arts field. It's a terrific field. While we were in Barbados, we interviewed 2 chefs. They're doing extremely well. And when you get into that field, I mean, you can only expand on your talents as time goes along. So terrific courses to inquire about and get registered for. All right, with that, we're going to take the break. When we come back from the break, we are 6:31. So when we come back from the break, I guess we'll get to Guy Griffith one time. We'll chat with him for 10 minutes on this launch where the football is concerned. And then we're going to take a break. And if our guest is not here as yet, we will touch base with Brooklyn in Barbados and see what is popping there. And then we will give you a little insight as to what took place at Melton Pot last night. And we may have time to sneak in a couple phone calls before we wrap things up this morning. So don't go anywhere. We are at the Siboney Beach Hotel. And of course, it's as beautiful as it was last year and the year before that. And we got to thank the fine folks in Antigua for making this possible. Doc, big up yourself and good morning to you. And of course, the Antigua Tourism Committee as well. We on the job, we working, and we have Breakfast Fete to bring to you on Sunday. And then we have Carnival Monday and Tuesday here to cover. All right, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. It's breaking dawn. It's Friday. So, we just take it on a little tad. All right.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career,
Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be.
some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Welcome to Sembrano's Learning Academy. We are more than just a preschool. We are a family-oriented early childhood center where children are loved, nurtured, and inspired to grow. We'd like to think of ourselves as a safe space. From the moment a family joins our community, our hope is that they feel welcomed, safe, secured, and truly at home. By cultivating positive partnership, education becomes a journey best traveled together. We understand that every child is unique with their own strengths, interests, personality, and learning styles. That is why we believe every child has potential, and our role is to nurture their curiosity, confidence, independence, and love of learning so that they can thrive both in school and life. Using meaningful experiences, hands-on explorations, and proven educational practices, we create and develop a genuine love for learning. Our goal is to help children become confident, capable, independent learners who are prepared for an ever-changing world. We focus on developing the whole child by supporting not only academic growth, but also social emotional development, problem-solving skills, resilience, and character. Most importantly, we believe that when children feel valued, connected, and understood, they thrive. Enrollment is ongoing at this time. You can contact us at 689-1345. We invite you to experience the warm partnership and sense of belonging at Sembrano's Learning Academy.
Before you take your omega-3 supplement, check for the natural product number NPN on the label. This unique code shows that Jameson products have approved rigorous Health Canada testing for safety and effectiveness. Unlike some supplements that carry disclaimers like not approved by the FDA, Jameson Omega-3 is the trusted choice, offering 1800 milligrams of EPA and DHA for heart health. Choose quality. Choose Jameson.
So we're back, and we are back at Siboney here, and we are at the Siboney Hotel, like I said, in Antigua, and we're here until next week. So it's going to be a busy weekend for us with the carnival. But outside of the carnival and all the drama that's taking place in Trinidad and Tobago, we have Gary Griffith on with us this morning for a little bit, and we will be talking to him about something that you mightn't be accustomed hearing Gary talk about too often on Breaking Dawn, but it is the launch of Central West FC Sharks. Now, it's about football, it's about local football, TT Pro League. Gary, morning to you, man. What's up?
Hey, not too bad at all. Good morning to you and to your viewers.
All right, so when it is you started to fool yourself into thinking you're a footballer?
Well, strange enough, huh? Strange enough. I actually have my CV actually in sport is much better than that of security, but people are not aware of it.
All
I
right.
was shortlisted as manager of the West Indies cricket team with Joel Garner and Ricky Skerrett about years ago.
Right.
I've been on the technical staff for the West Indies T20 World Cup team in the World Cup finals in England. I've been on the technical staff for the national football team on a few occasions as security. I have been the person who has been given briefings to FIFA match representatives for all international football for the last 10 years.
Right.
I've been the highest goal scorer in hockey in Trinidad and Tobago for years. My first game for Trinidad and Tobago, I scored 2 goals against Puerto Rico. I've been the vice president of the hockey board and manager of the national hockey team. I've been the only man who acquired gold medals for the national team in the CSC games. I've been manager for the national team at the Pan Am Games, Commonwealth Games, CSC Games. I've been manager of Defence Force hockey, football, basketball, athletic team, the Defence Force sports secretary, and that's just to name a few. So I have been involved in sport. So this is what I'm doing here. If it is that Stephan, if I could have transformed the police service, I think I could assist in transforming police football in Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, somebody need to do it, to be honest with you, because if we had made it to the World Cup and we ended up in that group that Curacao ended up in, when I get 7 from Germany, I feel might I get 17. But nevertheless.
And that is just the point. People are not aware. So I have been heavily involved in sport as well, but it's just because everybody knows Gary Griffith about security. And when I saw people may not be aware, during that same World Cup and that same Curacao game, in that away game, it was the first time in our history we had an international, Trinidad and Tobago took part in an international game. And the whole team, taking away the 2 reserve goalkeepers, they don't ever go on the field. All 21 players were foreign-based. That meant that the coach, Dwight York at the time, said our local players are not good enough. So if it is, we have reached a point where we have to be looking for grandparent law. We have to be looking to pick players playing in the 4th division in Vietnam and Oman. We have a problem. So if it is that we have to get somewhere, we have to build local football. Look, even in 2006 in the World Cup, we had local-based players, the strike squad as well.
Yeah.
So we have reached that point where our local football has dwindled. And instead of people always, what we have in Trinidad football now, Stephan, is a blame game. Always attacking, always bad talking, always criticizing, always pointing fingers. We cannot be Philip Alexander in football, where every single thing you do is something negative and trying to target people and demonize them. The TTFA, we need to work with the TTFA. You can't depend on the government. What happens is that the government provides a subsidy for the pro league teams. And many of these teams depend on that. And without that, they can't exist. The football clubs need to be self-sufficient. They need to, that is supposed to be a stipend, and that is why you don't even know when the season is going to start. So what I'm doing is utilizing Central FC, which has won the league on 3 occasions. I think they've won more than any other team other than the Defence Force. So I'm utilizing this to show how to build a club, how to develop a club. So it's not just about winning a league. It is about utilizing these same players. The players I have selected have all been previous or present national players. So it is a bomb squad, but the importance of that wasn't to win the league, but to utilize these same players now on a weekend to be going to communities, academies, schools, coaching, being role models, mentoring, lectures, doing seminars, and trying to give back to the community. So it's a community-oriented system and trying to show to be able to build a team in a proper manner to lift the standard of Trinidad and Tobago's football.
Yeah, well, you mentioned some key points there. I think one of the biggest problems with Trinidad and Tobago football seems to be the TTFA. I really don't know what the role and function is. I don't know what they've been doing. I don't know what plans they have moving forward. I just can't figure them out for the longest while. What's your thoughts on that? on the TTFA?
Well, yeah, but so as I said, when I have been the person who will do the match briefing for all international games for World Cup for through meeting with the match commissioner. I've done it under the umbrella of Tim Key, David Williams, Wallace, Robert Haddad, and now Karen Edwards. And working with all of them, yes, everyone will have their strengths and weaknesses. But the point is that instead of us really and truly being, I could show that I could be able to build a club even with all of the concerns people have about the TTFA. We can't just be blaming the TTFA. We need to be able to get our act together. And just sitting back and saying, well, I'll give you an example. Because the government may not provide the funds on time, the league cannot start. You don't know when. Imagine we have a national league, a premier league, a pro league, and we never know when the season is going to start because you cannot start until the government pays. But you can't blame the government for that. The government is going out of the way, and it's $55,000 a month. You want to run a pro league club with $55,000 a month. You don't get those funds, Stephan, from the government. Say the government, because you know how these finances go with transfer of funds. So it will take the government 2 or 3 months before you get it. The players now cannot get paid. You know, the average player, sometimes they'll have 3 different families, mortgage, whatever. Right. That comes to all the concerns we hear about match fixing and all of that, which goes right back to my point. I am pleading with corporate Trinidad and Tobago. We have to get involved. The business sector is not aware. It's 150% tax rebate you get in providing support for sport. We do not, yes, security can secure a country, but sport can unite a country. And I feel that if it is that we do this thing properly, we get it together, we can do so much more. We are losing ground tremendously. We always talk World Cup as the template to ascertain our success. But the 3 North American teams, as Mexico, Canada, and USA, they've gone clear. The Central American teams, they are working well, improving their standard based on their local league, especially Honduras, Costa Rica, and Panama, and to a lesser extent, El Salvador and Nicaragua. And then in the Caribbean now, we have these small countries, and I'll call it small, that are now flying past us because they are utilizing and piggybacking off their mother countries of Curacao having a second 11 Holland team, Haiti having a second 11 French team. So fellas who cannot make the France team, go and play for Haiti. Fellas who cannot make the Holland team, go and play for Curacao. They are flying past us. We have 41 countries in CONCACAF, 28 ordered from the Caribbean. The Caribbean, we are losing ground. So my job is to try as best as possible not to target or criticize TTFA, but to work with them, help them, build them, support them. If I can possibly even see a way of myself going into CONCACAF. The reason we qualified was because of Jack Warner's position in CONCACAF. You can see what you want. It provided Trinidad with the opportunity to be able to build players, to get funding, to be able to get contracts, to get scholarships, to get persons abroad. And I think that is what we need. We cannot just be sitting back here and allowing the North American, the Central American, and these other countries who build from the mother countries to be moving forward. We have to step up and do our job.
Yeah, I think corporate Trinidad, I mean, they really gotta step it up. I mean, when you look at every aspect, you mentioned it with crime and everything. You put more money into sports gets more sponsorship. You have more young people being attracted to sports because it's paying a little better. It have a little bit, it's a little more sustainable, and it could take them in a different direction. You talk about the strike squad, which was locally bred players, and that squad could have go up against. I think if that squad had make it to the World Cup, they had done extremely well, better than the Reggae Boys did. I think so, because the Reggae Boys, they made it that year, and I think we would have outshined them. Then you had the Soca Warriors that did make it to the World Cup in 2006. And I was making the point to somebody a little while back, I can't remember who it was there, but the amount of foreign-based players that we had in the Soca Warriors, and I'm talking about players that was playing not in, like you say, a second division Vietnam League or Russia, the Russian League and that kind of thing. You was talking about players that was playing in Premier League. Players were playing in some of the top leagues, and the standard of the football rose because they were wrong players that would raise. When you are wrong good players, you know that in sport. If you put a mediocre player among top class players, the mediocre player will improve. If you put him in a pool of well, the word I want to use, I can't use it, but you know what I mean. It will bring down his standard of play, right? So we need to figure out a way to improve the standard of football that we get, and we need a bridge between that secondary school football league where we have a pool of talent that goes nowhere. So we need some kind of bridge over to the TT Pro League or wherever, into the national, and we had to start building from there. But how? I don't know where the starting point is.
Well, it starts with the clubs. You saw you just spoke about secondary school. People are not aware. If you're in the United Kingdom and you're playing for your school team, the reason you play for your school team is because you're not good enough to play for a club. The clubs is the priority. So when it is you're in Manchester United under 15, Liverpool under 19, Crystal Palace under 21, that's the top. Those who cannot make that play for schools, but we have the opposite. We feel secondary, and Terry Fenwick has said it constantly. You have players 20 and 21 still playing secondary schools football. That is how bad it has reached. The professional clubs supposed to have an under 15, under 17, under 19 team, and that becomes the developer, because the professional club supposed to build that. We don't have that. And again, what you spoke about, what I'll also be bringing in that launch today. So in the launch, you'll see any type of players we have. Kevin Molino, Jovan Jones, Alvin Jones, Ross Russell Jr., Isaiah Lee, Fingers David, the #1 goalkeeper now, Bryce, Jesse Williams, Gary Griffith III. So almost the whole team have been players, or the whole team, players who have worn Trinidad and Tobago's colors. But this is where the difference lies, Stephan. What happens because of the difference in our professionalism locally compared to abroad is where it is we lose touch. I know that I have represented my country at CAC Pan American Games, World Cup qualifiers. When you have a games village, Trinidad and Tobago is one of the few countries where players go to an international tournament in a games village and put on weight. Because when you go to the games village and you see steak and you see the ice cream flowing, they're tricking 3 and 4 portions. They try to make a mountain on their plate. And we do not have a nutritionist to monitor that.
Right.
So what I'm bringing today in the launch is an international expert in the United Kingdom from Sunderland, and he's a core performance specialist, and that's what we lack. So we have players who you don't check weight, you don't check body mass, you don't check how you improve your turner speed, what it is that you're doing that's causing you to be injury prone. All of these things. We have players that you will see a player and a coach will say, you need to put on some weight, boy. Look at the Spanish team. The whole team was maga. When you look at players like Rashford, like Saka, Dembele, Bakola, it's a difference. But we have coaches who feel like you have to be big and strong. The more weight you have, the more weight you have to carry. So all of these different things involves technology, looking at a player's turner speed, how you can improve his endurance, how you can improve his shifting of movement. All of that is technology. I remember a quick note. I remember when Gary III, when he got a football scholarship in Sunderland, and then he went to the Irish Premier League. He was running past players, and even if he got past, there was no defender in Sunderland could stop him. But when he got past the defenders could catch him, and something has to be wrong. So we figured it's just that he doesn't have a turner speed. The technology that they utilized was so powerful. They realized that his left calf muscle was just about 1 ounce lighter or weaker than the right calf muscle. Sure. So they built his left calf muscle. After that, he was like Steve Austin. He was picking up and going. Now, had he remained in Trinidad and Tobago, he would have never been able to do that. If we could do the same for all our players at national under 15, under 17, and look at all the slight shortcomings, because no player is perfect. They will have something that is wrong. You find that you use that technology to lift the standard of the player. It's going to lift the standard of all the teams, of the players, and local Trinidad and Tobago football. That is what I intend to do. We are going to change. We have Trinidad and Tobago players. You go abroad representing your country, you get an injury, you don't have an insurance policy. You have to fend for yourself. When you look at an English Premier League, you see silence when players are playing. You ever went to a Pro League game, Stephan? All 11 players are coaches. Everybody cussing, everybody talking, everybody want to feel that they know what's going on. So all of that is the type of professionalism I intend to bring. Right. I have problems seeing players turn up for a Pro League game in your white vest, your pants hanging down, and your cap on sideways. I intend to bring a degree of professionalism. Same thing I did, as I said, I was the sports secretary for the Defense Force. So I was assistant manager of the football team, manager and player of the regiment football team, the hockey team, the basketball team. And it has to do with a degree of discipline, trying to bring players to understand this is not about a walk, about getting paid. There has to be a degree of pride for your club, a pride when you play for your country. And it's not about the money. So the money, yes, is important that you need that, but I intend to bring that degree of professionalism to players, lift the standard, try to utilize that opportunities for players to get contracts, to lift, to provide the opportunity for them to represent the national team. And if I could play my part with this club and I could get the other clubs to do the same and get corporate Trinidad and Tobago to help the other clubs, because yeah, I'm getting sponsors, but because of marketing, how I built it, I want all the other clubs to have the same ability. It's not about Central rising to the top position and the others can't keep up. We lift all 12 Pro League teams and gotta get them to have the youth development, build, utilize technology, get a system of professionalism. Lifting the standard of Trinidad and Tobago football locally is going to improve the chances of Trinidad and Tobago football internationally.
All right, man. All right, so the launch takes place today, 5 p.m.?
Yeah, 5 p.m. at All Out. I decided to use All Out. I think that made front page 7 times for the World Cup. All Out was the hub. So I decided to use All Out because of that, and because I also own it, so I didn't have to pay rent. So it was the ideal place to have it. TTFU officials have been invited. All the media will be there. The players have invited all the clubs, and I'm trying to bring a system where we could get the clubs to work with the TTFA. As I said, pointing fingers and attacking and whatever. People have made mistakes. Let's try to get this together. It is time, Stephan, and my final point, you had your Argentina jersey, you had your France jersey. I still waiting for it to come home with England jersey. And it is time that everybody, I have never seen people so affiliated to countries and supported, and they've never seen some of these countries in their life. You support a country that does not, that the last time you had a successful black player was in 1920s. Good morning to Argentina fans. That's the next point. So you have all this love for all these countries that you have never seen in your life. It is time that you put away the jersey now and focus on supporting your own team. You cannot be supporting Trinidad and Tobago only just before World Cup and just before you feel we could qualify. This is the time the corporate Trinidad and Tobago needs to step up. Supporters need to step up. Start supporting professional football in Trinidad and Tobago.
All right, man. Well, I want to wish you all the luck with that. And I really think somebody had to take the bull by the horns and take Trinidad and Tobago football into the next era, because this era being it real competitive. You just follow football, I just follow football. Anybody that following football, they know it is not like long time. Like you say, science, technology, everything that they implemented outside, that from the time from the youth clubs come straight up, is a whole grooming process. You understand? And listen, it's elite athletes we're talking about here. So physiotherapists, nutritionists, everybody had to get involved. And we have to move Trinidad and Tobago football forward, because that next World Cup, I'm telling you, well, I don't see FIFA, a whole bacchanal with with Infantino and that, and I know Jack will come out and say some more that just now too. But if he hasn't said something already, but that man...
Oh, he has,
right.
Yes.
Well, Infantino look like a madman, right? I think he mad. Just when you look at the format of the next World Cup, something wrong with him. He had to go. He really had to go. But we'll see what happens. But we had to do our work in Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm glad to see you get involved in anything, man. So I look forward to seeing you grow, man, with Central FC. And all the best this afternoon. And I know you're about to release on it. So I ain't worried about that. Cool, man. Take it easy. Yeah, man. That's Gary Griffith there. Getting involved there with Central FC. They got the launch taking place at All Out today at 5 p.m. The TT Pro League is about to begin. I like the call from him. And I'm going to put that up. Don't worry, Gary, I'm marking it down. Where you have called for corporate Trinidad and Tobago to get involved. So when other people start beating that road match, I will have it in my memory bank that Gary was there beating the road match of corporate Trinidad getting involved, because that's what we need in sport. We need corporate to jump out too. It can't be government alone, right? Philip Watts, I remember I did an interview with Philip Watts. We ran it a couple months ago. We cut out little pieces of that and chopping it down so that we could start sharing it on social media very soon, but only when it's matters of relevance. So like with the CPL, there's a relevant thing coming, so we'll start to share the what he said on that. But he did speak to corporate Trinidad, and he did speak to how it works with the government and the funding that they give to the associations. So like the Trinidad and Tobago cricket board, the TTFA, the Olympic Committee, all of them, they get these subventions, and they get from government, and then they got to put things in place, and they got to work within a budget. But you need corporate Trinidad to really step up, and they get 150% back. And I think Gary mentioned it there in the interview. They get back 150%. So I don't know why there's that hesitancy, but we'll see where it goes. But kudos to Gary. I was waiting for him to start to get involved in the sports, because I know you have a passion for that too. So I think that's a good man to really get involved. He's on our course already as it is. So, I could give him full 100 support there. Right? But we got to take the break. Okay, so Brandon is here. Nice man. So we have our guest here, and when we return, we're going to have him on for a little discussion. Breakfast Fete. We're talking about that, because I know Doc was out in Melton Port last night. No? He said here. All right, no problem. Big up Doc this morning. We'll talk some Breakfast Fete. That is the big one here in Antigua for this weekend. And once again, I am very, very glad to see Gary Griffith getting involved in the sports. All right, so I think we need more people like him involved in sports, football, cricket, everything. We need people to push that sector in the right direction, track and field, everything. I would love to see people like Atto Bolden come back and get heavily involved, But anyhow, we'll leave that right there, stick up in. And when we come back from the break, we will get into Breakfast Fete with Brandon. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Welcome to Antigua Mars. Them people have no behavior, they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mars. Clear out how you know it's danger, how you know it's danger. When it comes to massive madadle.
Are you tired of managing symptoms without understanding why your body is breaking down? Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic provides consultation and re-education sessions followed by nutritional therapy programs designed to address the root causes of chronic disease. The clinic works with clients in Trinidad and Tobago and internationally, helping people rebuild the body through correct nutrition, not drugs, supplements, herbs, detoxes, injections, or quick fixes. Setwayo is also the author of You Are Not Sick, You Are Malnourished, a powerful health book that has been the top-selling book on consignment at RIK bookstores nationwide every month since entering the stores. If you're struggling with cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, autoimmune issues, fertility challenges, digestive problems, or other chronic condition, book a consultation and re-education session today. Purchase the book at RIK bookstores nationwide, Nelson's Bookstore in Tobago, Amazon, or Gumroad. Visit setwayoclinic.com or call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, rebuilding the body, reversing disease through nutritional therapy.
Big sale event at Selena
Salinas and Sebastian's, graduation, prom, weddings, Father's Day, or just stepping into your next big moment. We've got you covered because Salinas and Sebastian's, it's more than a suit. It's the perfect fit when it matters most. From the boardroom to date night, look sharp, feel confident, and show up ready. And because value matters, now is the time to dress best for less. Enjoy 25 to 35% off special suits and create a look that's uniquely yours. Complete the look. 35% off dress shirts. Up to 50% off selected dress shoes with any formal purchase. Sneakers, buy one, get one free, or buy one and get one half price. Ladies, 25% off selected dress shoes for your special moments. Dress for the moments that matters most. Salinas and Sebastian's, located at Gulf City Mall, upper level. WhatsApp 715-9533.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Are love problems, marriage issues, financial struggles, or business setbacks affecting your life? Pandit Tiwari is a trusted spiritual specialist helping people finding guidance, solutions, and peace. Whether you are facing relationship problems, family disputes, marriage difficulties, financial obstacles, or business challenges, Pandit Tiwari provides personalized spiritual assistance to help you move forward with confidence. Don't let problems control your future. Your solution could be just one call away. Call Pandit Tiwari today. Pandit Tiwari, your path to happiness, success, and peace.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProFarmNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
All right, people. So we're back, and the sun is out. And we're here with Brandon Matthews. Brandon is here, and he's going to tell us about the 268 breakfast fit. Right now, I've been saying breakfast fit, which I usually do for short, but it's really the 268 breakfast fit. And we're going to find out from Brandon about everything that's taking place with that fit this year. Usually, they have a long list of entertainers, and all of the big names are usually at this event. So if you're coming to Antigua and you're coming to any event, this is the event. Brandon, morning to you, man.
Morning.
Nice,
What's up,
man.
Stephan?
I did cool, man. Enjoyed Antigua. Well, we could only come in yesterday, but I enjoyed the place. Sibani are accustomed to here. So nice vibes.
Life nice for you,
the
cause
beautiful beaches of Antigua, man. You can't ignore it. It is there. You know?
most morning shows are in a studio.
Yeah.
You know, you have a nice little setup, screens behind you and everything. But
Correct.
you live in the life. You
Yeah,
out
but
here.
there's it here, man.
And this
Beautiful.
This is not a green screen, right?
No. It's not no green screen here. You understand?
Yeah,
that is original thing. So where do we start with the 268? As a matter of fact, let's start with the history of the FET itself and how long the FET has been around, where it started, that kind of thing.
Well, I can definitely say the FET has been around a lot longer than I could attend.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it started in the early to mid 90s. It actually started out in somebody's yard, you know, as a little get together. And then it eventually just grew and grew and grew over the years until now it's the most anticipated breakfast fete ever.
Yeah,
Every year.
I would definitely second that.
Yeah.
I have been to the fete. I missed it last year, but I was here, you know. Anyhow, that's a long story. How I missed it last year. But year before and the year before that, it's like the whole Antigua has been this fete, boy.
Yeah, definitely. Thousands of people come through.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Like it's that nobody else nowhere on the island. All roads lead
to the breakfast fete.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Now I understand there's a change of venue this year.
Yeah, so this year, you know, we've been at Splash for many years, but you know, they're doing some things over there. So this year we're at Ryan's Lawn. It's a new venue. It's a bigger space. So, you know, we're trying to see how we gonna do this, boy.
Right.
We definitely have space for people, but it's a massive, massive venue.
Right.
Massive.
Well, I've heard so. Johnny told us that the driver coming in, I asked him about the change of venue, and Johnny said, we're moving from a rectangle to a square. That's how we put it there. You know what I mean?
I know Johnny, Johnny's a long time friend of my family, boy. Yeah.
Johnny, like, you know, everybody on the island.
Yeah, man.
And everybody on the island know Johnny. But when he tell me that, I just shake my head. That's typical Johnny. We're moving from a rectangle to a square.
I mean, that works.
Of course it does.
Yeah, man.
Entertainment-wise, now, it is the 268 breakfast fete. But before we get to the entertainment, food no done.
Food can't done. I've been to other breakfast fetes. I've been to other all-inclusive events. And quite frankly, we are at the same price range as others, but we deliver so much more, especially when it comes to food. Food from the time the gates open at 6 a.m. right through the end of the party. I guarantee you, at the end of the day, you have to can find something to eat, even if it's a little bread and cheese. There's just food non-stop.
Nice, man. I could attest to that. Because when I went to the breakfast fete, the year that I was there, man, you know, I usually all-inclusive, like even in Trinidad. If we're all-inclusive in Trinidad, food will finish, right?
Yeah.
Not here. I'm telling you. Up to the right, to the end.
You can munch on something.
People still had food.
Yeah,
and I talk about thousands of people at a venue eating and drinking all day. And the food and the drinks, it can't end. It can't finish.
And
I don't know how doctors do that.
Hey, he's perfected it over the year with the team. You know, you have to big up people like Trevisha. She's the one that's over the vendors.
Okay.
And to be honest, you can find just about anything we can cater for most to everyone. You know, vegans, vegetarians, you know, they introduced lobster a few years back.
What?
And I've been hearing a little shushu that, well, we might have to pull the lobster now. But, you know, you break people into one thing, you can't take it away. So
nah, you can't take it away so easy at all.
Lobster kicking again, you know. Coconut water stations. So a lot of people like the coconut water with whatever they're drinking.
Yeah.
You know, the bars are just unlimited. Look, it's a fete that you have to gauge yourself, as we say.
You gotta pace yourself. Food, not food, entertainment now. I have seen from Bungee Garland to Voice, all the big names have headlined the 268 Breakfast Fest. What the cast look like this year? Who's the headliner this year?
So, headliner we would say is Patrice Roberts.
All right.
Patrice touching down, full band, full setup.
Nice.
So, if you enjoyed Patrice on Tuesday, or if you missed it, you can catch Patrice at the Breakfast Fest.
At the Breakfast Fest.
Yeah, man.
Nice one.
She also has some friends. We got Michael Teja. We got Young Brother.
Right.
We have Dread Lion. He's out of Grenada.
Right.
So like a jab. And we also have Sherwin Winchester.
Big up Sherwin, man.
Benjai, you know. And Sherwin and Benjai.
Big up Benjai.
The man in the game long time.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that you're catering for both the new and the old.
Right.
So that's just out of the region. But when it comes to local artists, we got the popping local artists like Claudette Peters, Soca Villain, Island Prince, and you got your Calypsonians, Lord Nelson, Short Shirt, and the list goes on and on and on.
Nice one.
DJs to fill in. Yeah, man. It's just endless food, endless drinks, endless entertainment, and, you know, endless woman. No.
Well, of course, that's the next thing, you know what I mean? The ladies do come out for it, well dressed and ready to go. But I'm telling you, boy, Patrice Roberts.
Yeah.
Did she perform since the unfortunate incident with Ricardo Drew, his passing?
She has not been back to Antigua to perform. I don't know if she snuck in and out, but
right.
She hasn't done anything in Antigua.
Except for this year?
Except for this year, yes.
So this is Patrice Roberts' first year back?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And she, well, I know she had the show on Tuesday.
Yes.
And now she's going to be headlining the biggest fete on the island.
Yes.
Come Sunday.
Correct.
Right. Now, what time the breakfast fete start?
We start at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.?
Yep.
Well, I understand when they say the breakfast fete, it's really the breakfast fete, right? They start at 6 a.m. and this ends at what time?
About 6 p.m.
About 6 p.m. Anywhere around 6 p.m., 7.
Anyway, when the sun looking to go down, you know.
Right? It usually ends.
Yes, yes.
Now, the thing is, I don't know all it is do this in Antigua, you know. Or they have a party monarch after that? It's the party monarch that still take place after that?
Party monarch recently moved to the Sunday night. It used to be the Saturday night. So you would do party monarch the Saturday night. You go home, you take a fresh, and you in the breakfast fete Sunday morning.
Right.
But they change up the schedule a bit. I think it's about, this is maybe the third year now. So
okay.
Party Monarch is Sunday night.
I don't know how that is work out, you know. Because people, I remember when I was there the year, people was like, Party Monarch later. It's like, man, all it just went.
Boss, when it's carnival season, and I'm sure it's the same thing in Trinidad.
Yeah.
You just party straight. Non-stop. Look.
No, yeah, but you know, when we had Soca Monarch, nobody had nothing on that night, you know. Soca Monarch night is Fantastic Friday, it's Fantastic Friday. You can, because all the big artists there.
Yeah.
Right? Well, so when I come and I hear breakfast fete in the morning, and on the same day with the Party Monarch in the evening, and the breakfast fete ram out, and the
Soca
people and them
Monarch.
going to the party monarch after. And I like, way boy.
We party right through, and then from that is Juve.
It's straight into Juve, that's the next thing.
Monday Mass.
That's what, exactly, that's what I can understand in Antigua. At least we just get a little breather, right? We just get a slight breather in between. But they just go from the biggest fete on the island, which is the breakfast fete, into the Party Monarch, into Juve, into Monday. I have that correct?
Correct.
And don't tell me only has on Monday night too, eh?
Monday night, there's always something going on. But
right.
That's probably, you know, a private event or
right.
something.
And then you get up and you go again Tuesday. So from the Sunday morning is pace.
Straight.
Yeah. So you gotta get your ZZ and recharge, because from Sunday morning, you know you ain't seen your house probably until Monday night.
You know the saying, strike the iron while it's hot?
Yes.
I think that's how we are in Antigua. Once we fet in,
yes,
it's non-stop. You know, if you give us a break, we might say, boy, I don't think I can make this now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went melting pot last night, got in at about 5 minutes, and I said, boy, I wonder if I can make this interview this morning, boy.
Right.
But here I am.
But here you
I
are.
have work in a few minutes and then we partying tonight.
And I was worried, you know. I said, boy, I ain't feel you go show up, you know, because I know the other them boys and them coming this morning, and they give us the footage and that kind of thing. And I was like, boy, I ain't know, you know. And then I see Brandon show up and I'm like, all right, he's a serious man.
Yeah, man.
He's a serious man.
I have to stick to it.
Finally here, so we know the entertainment, we know food can done, drinks can done, we know start time, potential end time, we know venue change, tickets. Tickets still available?
Tickets are still available. They're $450. This is our third tier, final tier. If you miss the final tier, you're paying $500 at the gate.
Okay.
So $450 for endless food, endless drinks, endless entertainment, and plenty of women to look at.
Yeah, man. For sure. And when they say endless entertainment,
I mean it.
It's artist after artist after artist after. I want to see entertainment start. That's how it go. Non-stop right down to the end.
No downtime.
Right? No downtime. Constant. And you're gonna get it live on Synergy TV on Sunday. That's what we're here for. We're here to bring that to you live.
Yeah, man, we have to big up Synergy too. They've been supporting for many years, you know.
Yeah, we are wrong a little while with them, you know, yeah.
What your partner name again?
Who, D-Life?
D-Life.
D-Life, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, he in bed right now.
D-Life in his bed taking a 5, man.
Yeah. He taking a little 5.
8 o'clock, D-Life on the move again.
He recharging. He'll be out just now. He coming out for breakfast. He like the Antigua breakfast. So, Brandon, thanks a lot, my brother.
Yeah, man.
People, D268 Breakfast Fest. You're getting the last year tickets, you're getting them where?
Well, you can get them all over the island. The list is so long, but
Right.
Hadid Motors, Peggy, Cool and Smooth,
Right.
Gangsta on the Go. Boy, it's too many people. Island Diagnostics.
Don't tell yesterday when we coming from the airport, Johnny got a call. A man called him. Johnny, I need a favor. Johnny said, what's the favor? He said, I need a ticket for Breakfast Fest. Do you have?
I mean, I also have a few, right? But if I put that out there, I don't want people calling.
Yeah. I know where there's people. You see from here, from Friday here, you see that Friday Sunday? Between now and tomorrow morning, you can't get a ticket. Or tonight. By tonight, you can't get a ticket. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
So there's like your last chance. All right? So don't let the last chance pass you. Brandon, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, man, nice meeting you. Thanks
of course, man. No problem. Anytime.
Right,
so people, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we will link with our good friends in Barbados. Brooklyn is out in Barbados, and he had some experiences that he's going to bring to us as they continue to follow the and cover the crop over festivities over there. So we'll touch base with him in Barbados, and then we're going to come back and we'll see if we can accommodate a few calls before we wrap up. Don't go anywhere. Breaking On continues after this.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supplier of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78 Bamboo Settlement number 2 Valsain between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Before you take your omega-3 supplement, check for the natural product number NPN on the label. This unique code shows that Jameson products have approved rigorous Health Canada testing for safety and effectiveness. Unlike some supplements that carry disclaimers like not approved by the FDA, Jameson Omega-3 is the trusted choice, offering 1800 milligrams of EPA and DHA for heart health. Choose quality. Choose Jameson.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prelozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb bagging, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes, detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Chaguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
William Monroe's birthday celebration presents a church fundraiser talent show, The Talent Within. Join us on Saturday the 29th of August at 6:30 p.m. at the San Juan Revival Ministries. Do you have a talent waiting to be discovered? Then this is your time to shine. Amazing cash prizes. First place, 5,000. Second place, 3,000. Third place, 2,000. Fourth place, 1,500. And fifth place, $1,000. There also be lots lots of exciting door prizes to be won. Tickets are only $100. Featuring special guest performances by Blessed Messenger and Minister Sean Daniels. Don't miss this spectacular evening of talent, entertainment, and fellowship. For more information, call 490-6760 or 332-6880. The Talent Within, where gifts are revealed and stars are born.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerators, parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Back, and we're just about 27 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock. It is Friday morning, and we just heard from Brandon Matthews on the 268 Breakfast Fete that will take place on Sunday here in Antigua. That is a big one. That is what we're here for, to bring that live to you on Sunday. But we also have a team out in Barbados. Remember, we were in Barbados. We left, we came across to Antigua, and when we left, we have a young man by the name of Brooklyn who took up the responsibilities for me in Barbados, because I can't be in 2 places at the same time. So we're going to talk to Brooklyn here and find out how day 1 went with him. Brooklyn, what day 1 was like, man? What did you do yesterday? Morning.
Well, it was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. First time, this is my first time coming to Barbados. And I don't know, it really was an interesting experience. First time as we came down, we ended up going to BTMI Culture Day. And that Culture Day was just basically an event where they invited all of the different media houses. So it was magazines, media houses from different countries, different influencers as well. Just everyone that's there in the same space, kind of just being able to experience the the culture of Barbados, you know, one of the events of Barbados. It was really, really amazing. We were able to see different types of activities. So it had the pool where you're putting the ribbons around the pool. People are going in and out of each other. We were learning different dances as well. We were able to taste some of the really, really great food. The food was absolutely amazing. The macaroni pie, like, I didn't know that it was that good, but the macaroni pie was absolutely amazing. They had different types of other food there as well. The peas, the pumpkin with the vegetables. It was really an amazing experience. And just being close to the beach, seeing the sun, you seeing the blue skies, really, really amazing. It was really, really nice. From there, we went straight into the Derby, the horse racing.
Right.
And that in itself was an experience as well. You know, it was my first time experiencing something like that. Got to see a lot of the different horses running against each other. We get to see the vibes of the people, the excitement, people placing bets. It was really, really, really nice. Really, really nice.
Yeah. Well, I know the Derby would have been a big one yesterday. Barbados is well known for producing trainers and jockeys that have excelled in England as far as the UK. Sir Michael Stout would be the most famous Bajan trainer. Win multiple Group 1s, and in England, England is the mecca of racing. So I know America would like the thing they are, but it's really England, right? He won himself a ton of English derbies, as well as other races, big races across Europe. So that's one of the big names in Bajan horse racing is Sir Michael Stout, and they have produced jockeys like, I think, Patrick Husbands and these guys also came out of Barbados, and they're riding in Canada and stuff. So they have their fair share of history in terms of horse racing. So that would have been a big event last night.
No, it really was. The people, like, even down to just some of the waitresses, you know, like the friendliness of the people were absolutely nice. Like it's just like everywhere I'm turning, I'm seeing smiling faces, I'm seeing warm energies. It was just really a really great experience. This, like, I'm definitely coming back to Barbados. If I could live in Barbados, you all don't even need to send me back to Trinidad. I could just stay in Barbados and just stay here and rock back. You know, or they could just leave me here. It's too good. It's real nice.
It does that to you. Barbados does that to you.
No, I'm telling you, it's really good.
It's that good. Anywhere else? Where else did you all venture to yesterday?
Yeah, so we have Grayson's Hall as well. We need to go to. I have the itinerary here as well. So I think we're heading down to, I think it's Grayson's Hall.
Graham Hall.
Yeah, Graham Hall.
Graham Hall, yeah.
Yeah, Graham, yeah. So that's down by the nature sanctuary.
Snake?
Well, boy, like the talk is a woman to hold a snake. You understand? I don't know why they put him in that predicament, but like the talk. You understand? So, I mean, I'll do it for the plots, you know.
Oh, you'll do it? All right, no problem. I wasn't doing it. I tell them that. They don't pay me enough for that. Sorry, I no snake lover. I don't like them. I don't like how they feel. I don't like how they look.
I know do even like snakes like that, but it's kind of crawl in my blood. But
yeah,
you know, we doing it, you know. So we headed down to Graham Hall. We're gonna go down there, you know, experience, because Graham Hall is basically a nature sanctuary. So we're gonna go down there, experience some of the nature, the different animals that are there, get that experience. Right. They're gonna put a snake around my neck. You know, I do, you know. I'm doing it for the plot, you understand? Gonna go and do it, see what it's like, you know. And then from Graham Hall, we have another event. I think that's around 7 p.m. That's Pick of the Crop. So Pick of the Crop is more of a it's basically a calypso competition, and I think it's the mayor's calypso competition. So we're gonna go down there, see what the vibes is like, see the people who are competing against each other, you know, and just kind of get to experience the whole thing. You know, it's my first time, so I'm very excited. I'm definitely looking forward to it, you know. And also it's just really nice to just be here as well, you know. Like, full props to the entire BTMI, you know, for being able to host us and bring us here. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to be here today. We were able to see a lot of different cultures, incorporating with each other. Barbados culture, as prominently as it was, being able to just showcase itself. People really getting to experience it, from an up-close personal level. It's really good. I'm looking forward to more. I'm definitely, well, Monday is going to be an interesting day. I definitely,
Yeah, well, Monday is the day. Monday is the Kaduman. So
yeah,
get the parade. Well, that would be like,
that's really the meat of it all, so I'm looking forward to it.
Nice, man. Well, we're glad that you're enjoying your first experience in Barbados. And
Most definitely.
on Monday, of course, when we touch base with you, I would imagine that you would have everything that you covered over the weekend. Because
Yes.
I know, well, today's Friday. We'll have some activities on today, tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. Of course, well, Monday we wouldn't be able to get the Kaduman Day on Breaking Dawn, but I know you'll be out after getting footage and doing whatever you have to do in terms of coverage. But today, Saturday, and Sunday, we should be able to review that on Monday when we touch base with you. All right?
Most definitely. What I'm doing, and I put together a nice little story and tell it from beginning, in the middle, and in the end. So when I have a nice little intro, a nice little body, a nice little conclusion, I come to tell a full story Monday. So people look out for it. The vibes is amazing. The people are amazing. Barbados is amazing. Big shout out to the BTMI. We're having the time of our lives out here.
All right. Nice, man. Well, Brandon, we'll touch base with you on Monday again, man.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
All right. Cool, buddy. Take it easy.
Yeah.
All right. So that's Brooklyn. Sorry, about Brandon. Brooklyn. Brooklyn. Yeah, that's Brooklyn. Brandon was the man I was talking to before. Sorry. Yeah. So that's Brooklyn on the inside there. We're going to touch base with him on Monday again. Nice, man. Take it easy. So Brooklyn having our time out there. It's good to see Chris. It's good to see that we have a young face, up and comer. We'll see how he works out. But it's good. Because I'm telling you, boy, sometimes I like this, I like coming out here and having a time. And when I say having a time, we out here and we working, But Chris, we like home too. So sometimes I guess we gotta expand. Management is of course doing that as we try to get some personalities, other personalities here at Synergy TV, in preparation for new programming and down the road transition. I can't do Breaking On for the rest of my life. Not so, Chris? The end of the road will come some point in time or the other for me. Whenever I decide to say, well, look, I think I had enough. I think I am past my time. I think I need to move on to something else. And, in the meantime, we fishing. But for now, I am here and we are number one. And that is where I intend to stay. And when we make these type of trips and we covering all these events throughout the Caribbean, we'll be at Labor Day in New York. In September, we'll be at Miami Carnival in October. We'll be back in Barbados for Food and Rum in November. It is these trips that we make that really solidifies that Breaking On is definitely number one. Numero uno. You can't beat it. And I know, and I want to just say this to the audience, I know the audience I have. I know that you all are very current affairs oriented, and you like to hear the topics and the issues, and people that on YouTube and joining the program from abroad internationally. I know you want to hear what's going on back home, and you depend on the program to do so. But in the times that we out here, understand that we have commitments out here when we here, right? So we're not brought here just to come here and sit down and do a show. We're here to do a job, and that job is the promotion of Antigua, the island, the hotel that we're staying in, the carnival and the festival that's taking place. So we have to promote that. So we have a job to do. So a lot of our content will revolve around the activities that are taking place during this time of the year here in Antigua and in Barbados. And that's just for a few days, you know, maybe a week or two sometimes. So sometimes we have to move away from being current affairs oriented and politics oriented and drift over into other types of conversations and content and so on and so forth. And it's a bit, I gotta say, it's refreshing at times, right? It's refreshing to move away from the heaviness of the politics and thing. You know, I am sure that all this gray I have here on my beard is politics to me that. It's current affairs to me that. I telling you. All right, but sometimes we have to move away from it and just cover the moments that we're in and expand the program that is Breaking Dawn. Breaking Dawn is not a one-trick pony. All right, we're not a news show. We're not a, you know, we are everything show. We all inclusive. So yeah, man. I'm just proud to be the person that is sitting in this seat that has had the opportunity to do it for so long and to be here. You know, experiencing all these beautiful islands that we travel to. And I gotta say, I was reading somewhere, somebody was talking about when they go to the grocery in Trinidad and Tobago, you know, over the last few years and so on and so forth, how much money they spend in the grocery. Let me tell you something, Chris, you know it. Chris, sit down there right now. Chris just shaking his head because Chris know. Come to the grocery here or in Barbados. You understand? And then you're going to realize how nice we have it back home in Trinidad. You understand? I tell it all you. You only don't want to see a grocery bill out here because you're paying in either EC or US. All right? And when you do the conversion as to what you pick up here in the grocery or in Barbados or in the United States, and then you just oppose that to what you pay in Trinidad, chalk and cheese. I'm telling you. So just something to note. All right? And that's why I keep telling people I don't know where to get the impression like the sky falling. Melting Pot was last night. Now, Melting Pot is one of the premier events here in Antigua. And Marshall Montano headlined last year, and he also headlined it this year. And this year, it appears he walked with some friends, man. Voice and Skinny Fabulous, I understand, also performed. We have a couple clips here that we will go through just to show you what the vibes was like at Melting Pot last night. So for those of you thinking about traveling to Antigua for Carnival, this is one of the events that you want to put on your calendar, all right, as it relates to Antigua Carnival. So, who we have here first? Yeah, real thing, boy. Now, the guys who out last night, who's this here? Let me see if I can make out who that is. Who's that, boy? I can't see from here, you know. I had to turn this just now. It's a glare. All right. Yeah, that's one of Antigua's artists. Yeah. So we just skipping through some of the footage here as to give you a little insight as to what took place. This is the Antigua Recreation Ground. I believe so. Yeah, fire you have in your hand there. You're going to blow that fire. Like them blue devil on them. Watch, watch, watch. Now they put on a terrific show at Melting Pot. The crowd, when I tell all they ram out, ram out. I can imagine how the party gonna go be. Yeah. Excellent. Nice Skinny? Yeah, nice Skinny. Right, so Skinny Fabulous was out last night at Melting Pot. Like I tell all the ram out, packed house. You understand? And you know what I like about out here? Or just carnival on the whole. You get all, you see, soca music is something that it is not defined by age, right? Soca music is everybody music. Whether you're young, you're not so young, whatever the case might be, soca, this is voice here. So there's voice backstage here, getting ready to run out. Last night in Melton Pot, he mash up, you know. He mash up. Well, he's at George's boy, St. George's College. Yeah, man. Yeah, good vibes, man. I know that rocked the crowd last night. Yeah, so like I said, you know, it's not soca music. When you look at the crowd, especially up the islands, you get a nice blend of, you know, the mature, the young, the middle-aged. It's just everybody, boy. You know what I mean? Just coming together and enjoying themselves. And that is, boy, what going on, Chris? Yeah, man. My boy Chris here, man. That's the guy that is taking care of us. All right? So Chris is here. And he's getting ready to take up his duties in his office. But yeah, Melton Pot last night would have been, yeah, ram out. We'll have a full, I think we do a full edit on that and we air it on Synergy TV down the road, right? As part of our carnival content. So you're going to get more of Melton Pot, but that was voice. You have any clip with Marshall there? Oi. Let me get a little oi now. Oi. Easy boy. All right. Yes, Marshall was in the Melton Pot. Oh, you come out in blue, man. All right. Nice, man. I wonder if they drop any new music, boy. I ain't heard the live set nothing, so I don't think they drop any new music yet. Because you know Carnival is short, eh? Carnival is short. Carnival is like the 6th and the 7th of February. So expect that new music will be dropping soon by all these artists and as we go into the Carnival season in the middle of Christmas. And as I mentioned that, November the 28th, Breaking Dawn Party. November the 28th. Lions Cultural Center, we're getting ready for that. Tickets will be out soon. Yeah, man. Marshall went all out, boy. Yeah. Get them. Get them performance. I didn't like the song at the start, but it grew on me. It grew. The man know what he doing. You know what he doing. It grew on me. I really didn't like it, but it grew on me. I and all said, you can come back to me. I and all said through the carnival season, I was like, well, Marshall, we're going to shoot, boy. But the man know what he was doing. You understand what I'm telling you? He walkie tune, and that's the thing, boy. When you hearing something over and over in your head, eventually, you just get to like it. So, yeah, man. Encore. So they got the encore here in Antigua at Melton Pot last night. Into the wee hours of this morning. People partied until about 4 a.m. And they are back at it again today. This is Antigua Carnival. And it would be, it wouldn't be Antigua Carnival unless they went back to back. Melton Pot into whatever action they have today. Calypso Monarch into the big breakfast fete on Sunday, into the Juve, into the Party Monarch, into the Monday. Everything is happening. All right, so we got to take the final break. When we come back from that break, we will get to the birthdays and wrap things up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Yeah, vibes, man.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet Rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God, preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Barrel Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you.
Therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes, detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
All right, people. So we're back on the inside. We got some birthdays and then we're out of here. So let's get to these birthdays very quickly. Good morning. I would like to shout out a happy 13th birthday to my nephew, Aidan. Wishing him all God's blessings coming from his aunties and uncles. Coming from his aunties and cousins. And we love him very much. And of course, his mom and his dad as well. So Aidan, happy birthday to you, man. Here we go. Yeah. My people's boy, happy anniversary. My beautiful wife, every day with you is a blessing, and I am so grateful to share this journey of life by your side. Thank you for your love, your strength, your kindness, and for filling my life with happiness in ways I never imagined. Through every challenge and every celebration, you've been my greatest source of comfort and joy. I cherish every memory we've created together and look forward to making countless more in the years ahead. I love you more than words can express, and I thank God every day for bringing you into my life. Here's to us, our love, and a lifetime of happiness together. Happy anniversary, my love. So happy anniversary going out to Jason and Avion Rambaran. Avion, of course, is my, well, at Stephan Reis Productions. That's my, I don't want to say my secretary, but she is, what's the word, boy? What's the word I'm looking for? She's my secretary. I guess so. All right. Sending happy 7th birthday greetings to little Princess Nicola Jewel Pereira from her loving parents, Nick and Julie, our entire family, and we ask God's continued blessings and protection over her young life, and we thank God for the joy and happiness she gives us every day. Keep up the great work on the #1 morning show in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you so much. And thank you for acknowledging us as #1. I really appreciate that. Also, good morning, Stephan. Sending birthday blessings to Roson Kishore. Celebrating it on Saturday, the 1st of August. Wish him everything his heart desires with good health, happiness, strength, and prosperity, and long, long life. Love you, Ross. This is coming from your father, Richard, your mother, Rhea, and your grandparents, Kishore and Monica. Then we have to say good morning. We would like to wish a beautiful wife, Naseem Papan Singh, a happy birthday. We would like her to know how much we love and appreciate her and hope she has a wonderful day. This is coming from her husband, Ryan, and son, Nathan Papan Singh. And they say they love you very, very much. So enjoy your birthday, Naseem. Great job. I enjoy your program every day and truly appreciate the excellent work you do. I hope you and your team enjoy your time in Barbados and stay safe. I would like to wish Sudhir a very happy birthday and may many more wonderful years fill his heart with happiness, good health, and success. Best wishes from the entire family. His birthday is actually on Saturday. Keep up the great work. So, happy birthday in advance. That is Sudhir. Nice man. And that's from Rajesh and the family. Also, morning to my favorite TV guy. Hope you are having a fun time, although you're still working. I want to wish my husband, Dinesh Bipat, a happy birthday. We are not just celebrating the day you were born. We are celebrating all the love and joy you bring to us. May this year bring you much happiness. Cheers to another year from your wife, Annalise, your son, Adrian, our angel in heaven, Dana, your mom Vashti, your brothers, mother-in-law Rajdei, brother-in-law Anil, sister-in-law Camille, all your nephews and nieces, have a great one. Cheers. All right? We got 2 more. Wishing Nabila a happy birthday. May Allah bless you with many more happy, healthy years and continued success. Enjoy your day, sweetheart. Lots of love from Auntie Sherry and family. So, Nabila, happy birthday. And we have 1 more. Happy birthday to Christine. May Allah bless you with good health, long life, and success. We love you from Auntie Sherry, mom, siblings, grandparents, uncles, aunties, and cousins. Enjoy your day. We all love you. So that is Christine. All right, people. That's it for the birthdays and the anniversary shout-outs. And that's it for Breaking Dawn for this week. You will see us again right here from Antigua at Siboney Hotel on Monday, where we will have more action for you, more highlights of everything Antigua Carnival. We will keep track as to what is going on in Trinidad and Tobago with the politics and the current affairs. And we will also bring that to you on Monday. But until then, do enjoy the rest of your weekend. We're in the middle of Carnival. So it's pace. And if you're looking to wine, please find our ways. All right, we out. And Monday, we'll see you again. Have a good one.